quite a good thing to experiment every now and then with something new. Every 2 or 3 years we like to play around with a little bit of experimentation. This year we've started to grow a plant called Tomatillo. They originated in South America, quite an important food source for some of the original inhabitants of that area, and also it was regarded as pretty important by the settlers who went there a couple of centuries ago. It's got a close cousin called Physalis, which we will have a look at in a minute because we've had those established for a few years now. This, as far as we're aware, is not self-fertile, so it is important that you have several of them. We've got about 5 or 6 plants here. It produces a fruit which is encased in what used to be called a Chinese lantern. It's a very sort of almost papery substance on the outside, but that is purely a protective area for the fruit which is inside. It's 3rd week in July at the moment, and this is not yet mature. It's not yet ready to eat. So this, which is a sort of papery feel to it, is quite virtually empty. It may be completely empty as far as I know, but there will be a small fruit inside there beginning to develop already. And hopefully in a few weeks' time that should produce a really scrumptious, delicious food. Now, it's quite a good thing to experiment every now and then with something new, because some years ago, and you may remember this from a previous Green Pete's World thing that we did, on Physalis, which is, as I mentioned, a very close cousin of this. It's in the same plant family, and the Physalis we treat as a perennial. It's planted in my other greenhouse, straight into the raised bed in the greenhouse, and it stays there permanently. We cut it right down in the autumn, and then it comes up again each year. So you're using the same roots effectively as far as each year is concerned, and a perennial will always produce more than something treated as an annual. You've got 3 fig trees here. They haven't produced much in the way of fruit yet, and they take several years before they will do. The only way to speed up figs producing fruit is to confine the roots to a small area. Well, these are fig trees which are, if you like, given their heads, and therefore they will get quite big. But this is one which is just about to start fruiting in a big way, and hopefully by next year, which will be about its 6th year I think, we should start getting significant amounts of fruit from it. I'll show you now the size of the leaf, as you can see in comparison with my hand, a whacking great thing. And this is a branch which I pulled down to show the camera in order to show next year's fruit. Now on here we have little tiny, what look like little tiny bit figs. There's one at each leaf node there. I'll break one off just to show what it looks like, and I'll let this one go. Now at the moment it's only that size, so it's very, very small, but this will stay on the tree over the winter, and next year hopefully it will start producing a significant amount of fruit. We've got one which went for last year. I'll go and get it. And that is not quite ripe yet, luckily, but you can see the size of it. It won't get much bigger than this. It'll stay about this size, and obviously this one now is not going to ripen up properly. So as I say, I've sacrificed this one for the sake of posterity, but that's the size it will come to from that little tiny thing that I showed you earlier. Figs are basically a tree which was originated in the Eastern Mediterranean. It likes warm, dry weather and it likes good drainage, but obviously it doesn't like to be completely dry. But it will tolerate much more in the way of dry weather and long periods without rain than most other fruits. Now, with climate change happening at its present rate, that must be a very important feature of plants that we're putting in for the long term. The ability to resist significant amounts of drought or long periods without rain has got to be a major plus that we must aim at. And figs are one of those trees which produce an absolutely delicious fruit. They can be dried, as you're probably aware. They will produce something which is therefore storable, which is crucial for mankind's survival, to have foods which are storable over long periods without either rain or, when it's too cold, winters, etc.